Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co daily stock market review for the trading day ending Monday, November 2nd. Firstly to the S&P 500, and here we see the buyers coming back into the market very strongly today. The previous day's trading we saw some fairly strong selling, the sellers closing with control, but we're always looking for support anywhere through from the top of this highlighted yellow zone down to the bottom at 2040, and that's what we've seen, strong support coming in off the top here, but also importantly a breakout up above the 2093 level, and also the bullish breakout up above the round number 2100. The good solid build of momentum suggests we certainly could see this market continue to trade higher, and our next target here will be 2114. There is a possibility of the market trading through these levels, but that has been an important resistance area in the past, and here we see the market when it failed here quite strongly, it did test back to around this 2114 level on a couple of occasions and then sold off quite strongly. So that's going to be a very important benchmark for the next day if we do see the trend continue to the upside. Next to the bands with the S&P, and still trading up above the upper band in a strong bullish manner, suggests very strong bullish bias in the medium term time frame. If you recall, previously we were watching for support to come in down around the top of the bands, and that didn't occur. The buyers have come straight back into this market, and it really does highlight that the buyers certainly are the very much stronger party in this market. Next to the Dow 30, and here we see a very similar type of trading candle here today, a large white body candle, buyers in control for the majority of the trading day, closing with very strong control and showing strong commitment, taking out an important resistance area at 17735, but closing within the highlighted zone, and this zone extends up through the 17967 level up to about almost to the 18,000 level. It's a very important area through here, and we could see price rejection, and I think this shows how the Dow was slightly different than the S&P, where we are potentially facing some very strong resistance here within this zone. In terms of Ichimoku, a strong bull market in all three timeframes, strongly supported by the checker span. If the market does come off, looking to support to come in at this highlighted window, where we saw a gap form, and we know that it's already held a strong support, so that's an important level down below 17536, but also just below there and just at the bottom of the window we now have the 10% trading, and that's likely to hold its very strong support, roughly about 17,500. Next to the Nasdaq 100, and a similar type of candle here extending well up through the resistance of these previous three candles, bouncing off the support area at 4659 in a bullish manner. Buyers strongly in control and strongly committed. If we do see any selling, looking to 4659 to now hold a support, and down to this window, which is between roughly about 4597 down to about the 4506 level. Very strong support through that window, and the Tenkan-sen is trading within that window, so offering an even stronger amount of support halfway through that window. Bullish market in all three timeframes, looking a little overextended in the depth away from the Ichimoku cloud, so that's something to watch for a potential pullback, but the support down here may not see the market test all the way down through to the support around the cloud. After about a week or so or two of the trading in the future, we do see the Ichimoku cloud start to move higher, and that will perhaps alleviate some of the pressure for a pullback if we don't see it within the next week and a half or so. So just watching for that equilibrium will actually be moving higher, and it will alleviate the pressure for the market to pull back towards the mean in that longer term time frame. Now, importantly, the market took out the previous swing high, this major swing high at 4696 today in a bullish manner. This was an area where we saw some very strong rejection from, with the market when the market ended up trading down through the round number 4000. We did rally from there, but this bullish breakout up above this region where we saw some indecision entering previously suggests that the buyers certainly have responded here well following that strong sell-off, and suggesting we certainly could see this market continue to trade to higher levels. And if we do see some strong follow-through up through this 4696 level, we could see the major high at 4816 tested over the next couple of weeks. to the Russell 2000, and some solid buying in this market. Perhaps in terms of the size of the white body and the size of the range in this market, the eagerness from the buyers here, it's probably been one of the stronger markets here. So we are seeing some strength back in the smaller cap stocks away from the um, higher cap stocks, and we're seeing some strong buying across the board in the equities market. Problem here, however, may be the resistance at the Ichimoku cloud, and the market is still trading within the cloud, so technically we still do have a neutral market in big picture terms, whilst being quite strongly bullish in the medium and fast term time frames by trading above the Kijun-sen and the Tenkan-sen. But there is an opportunity here for the buyers to break out through the top of the cloud, and what we'd like to see is a strong bullish breakout, strong bullish follow through, but also the market breaching up through this swing high around the 1191 region. This bullish activity in the shorter time frames is supported by the Chikkers band, which is now above the corresponding price action, and the first time in quite some time over the last few days we've seen that momentum in terms of the Chikkers band above the price action, so an opportunity here for the buyers if they are strong enough. And just looking at the bands here with the Russell 2000, and here we've seen another breakout up above the upper band in a strong bullish manner, and that follows the previous breakout. We didn't see the follow through that we want to normally see. We saw the market retrace back towards the middle of the bands, and now a continuation of price action outside of the upper band. This is a classic way that we see the transition from a very strong bear phase in the medium term time frame into a strong bull phase. What I'd like to see is some strong bullish follow through, but importantly the market breaching up through this swing high